Okay guys, out on the range again, talking through some drills that you can do at an indoor range. Some of the stuff you can dry fire, which is great. If you dry fire, obviously make sure you got no ammo in the room and we won't have any oopsies, right? So a lot of people like to do with this one is they put this is good for target transition stuff. There's no trigger press involved in this dry rep at all. It is simply going from a compressed ready where your hands would join up had you gone through your draw. So let me go over that. What are we skipping? We're skipping this part here. Getting the gun out. We're already got our hands on the gun and we're just pressing to target. And we're just pressing to target. And if you want to add another sticky note on the wall somewhere in your house and press to target and then press to another target, you can totally do that. But for now, what we're wanting to do is help people who are, I see this a lot in classes where their holster draw is flawless, it's great, it's got good speed, but where they lose a lot of time is they push the gun out, and I'm going to exaggerate some movement there. But whether they're using a red dot or iron sights, I see a little deviation, like they can't find the sights, or it takes them a while to focus on that. So the trouble with that is, a lot of times it's not so much trouble finding that stuff, it's that your presentation is inconsistent. Sometimes it's down and you bring it up a little more. Sometimes it's high and you have to bring it down some. Sometimes you press out and your wrists are canted a funny way. The idea here is to find the exact same repeatable and reliable presentation, right? To where the sights are just there every time I press and they're in the same spot every time. That way, when I press out, the sights, as soon as they're there, I can pull that trigger. And depending on the person, but I like to be prepping that trigger on the way out, so that as soon as that sight's there, I can pull some shots off. Let's go ahead and get some live fire reps in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we're out here, guns gassed up, we're ready. Let's go ahead and get some live fire reps in. So again, we're just working from that compressed ready where our hands would normally join, driving the gun out and seeing the sights immediately. If you have to do this slow a few times to make sure you're seeing your sights where you want them, you should be picking up sights. They should just be there when you get at whatever your full extension is. We'll leave it at that. Some people like to be fully extended, others like to have those elbows bent a little bit. I like to have the elbows have a little bend in there. So whatever your full extension is, you just want your sights to be there on that prez, right? All right, let's go ahead and get a few in. Notice what I do after the shot, okay? All right, what am I not doing after the shot? I am not doing I'm not just bringing the gun in as fast as I push it out. I'm going ahead, getting that shot, staying there, getting another sight picture, and then we'll come back in. Sight picture, back in. Oh, we're empty, haha. Make sure you get that second sight picture before you come back into that compressed ready. We don't want to be training this, right? Get that next sight picture before you're done. Real simple drill. Let's get a few more reps in. All right, guys, pretty simple drill. Great for running at an indoor range that won't let you work through your draw process. You're just wanting to work from that compress ready. Prez, find sights consistently, make it a repeatable and reliable presentation every time. That'll get you fast and accurate first hits on target, which is what we want. These other two that are out that I'm not real proud of, I kind of can call those. I felt them when they happened. This one was just prepping the trigger, prepping the trigger, prepping the trigger, and it went off like a minute fraction of a second early. This one down here didn't prep the trigger enough and had to work through that trigger a little bit too much and ended up dropping the gun a little bit. So again, great drill, easy to dry rep at home, no trigger press, just put some sticky notes on the wall and press to target, press to target. Get those sights to come up quick. Jeremy with Middle Tennessee Firearms Training, educate, train, defend.